Hello, we are back. Hey guys, we are back. I'm very, very sorry if there have been some audio issues for the time that we've been playing and streaming this so far. Brandon in the chat, thank you very, very much for letting us know. And we are here for the second half. I do apologise if there has been no audio. I did not realise it looked at my end. That's my apologies. To get started with the Hawks, making their way inside. Gray, Bonnet, getting some work done early and starting the game for the Hawks. Outside for Dane Carr, hits the front rim, will not fall, and Ramsdale Owens on the rebounds. Here we are now with Hadley. Stolen away by Alcindor. Chinelli. Abdul Razak dumps it off to James Barden, who gets a lovely finish inside. Here we have Jacob Dearman. Outside now. Ramsdale Owen won't go for him. Rebounded strongly. Up again. Will not go for Hadley either. They say last touch Titans ball. Last touch Titans, it will be Hawks ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to get something off for the Hawks here. Here's Lana. Extra pass. Dre. Dearman. Doesn't go from deep. Alcindor takes the rebound down and we're off running. Dane Carr. Abdul Razak. Barden. Well done out the back door. Abdul Razak trying to get something inside. Left hand gets the finish. Lots of contact and no foul. Dre inside. Right hand. Lovely finish inside baseline. Chinelli will bring the ball up. Dane Carr. Now for Alcindor. Right hand. Floats it up. Blocked away by Andre Bonick. Hawks still find themselves in an 8-point deficit. Goes down from deep. Up to Dre, right hand, doesn't fall for him. Okay, we should be back in the building now. Apologies once again, it's a new building. We've just had some issues. As Dre puts the three up and he won't fall. Alcindor, James Barden and Dane Carr now. Dane Carr on his way, on a journey, right hand, and gets it up and in. Lovely bit of work. Inside, outside, Hadley gets it on the three as well from Alcindor, no whistle, and still makes the bucket. Lead down to 6 now. Here's Dane Carr. Salmon loses it. It's called for holding. Jacob Dearman, great work on the defensive end. And Terrell Salmon picking up his second personal. And it will be a clear path. Dearman will shoot 2.
But it's not.
Outside. Doesn't fall for Ramsdale Owen. Snelling. Dane Carr. Thought about the 3. Looks for the pass. Salmon. Tipped away by Ramsdale Owen. Straight to the path for James Barnes. The ball is bouncing around. Whistle with a foul. But it seemed fair game. Both players went for the ball. Both players dived on the ball. Guys, I realised that the thumbnail has completely changed. Literally no idea why that's happened. So don't worry about it for now. We'll just move on and we'll get it going. But apologies once again for the technical difficulties here. Here's Dre. Dre Bonnet. Looks outside. Dearman. Doesn't get the 3 to fall. Dre grabs the rebound. Here's Hadley. Bonnet. Doesn't fall again. Last touch. Dane Carr. And it will be Hawks ball. Baseline. Ramsdale Owen. Tips it outside. Dearman. Doesn't get the 3. But Chinelli lands in his area. Whistle and a foul. To be honest, they've got away with a couple of those, so it's about time. He will be shooting 3 for the line, and it will be a chance to tie the game up. Dearman. It's 4 on the line. A bit of confusion on the floor. Just looking for some clarification from the scorer's table. Dang, that was a 3, right? Was his foot on the line? It was a 3, wasn't it? Stop psyching me out, right? What's happening right now? We're having a bit of a conversation. One of the officials just getting some clarification from the scorer's table. Alcindor has just been teed up.
Do you want to just try and sort that out?
No, because I've tried it 3 times and it ain't working. So Hayden Alcindor getting a technical foul. Unhappy with the words. Hayden was Alcindor definitely had some words. Well, it wasn't anything too malicious, just slightly unhappy. but Dearman will get the opportunity for the technical. He hits it, and this is not where the Titans want to be. We said before the break that momentum was going to shift. It was going to happen at one point, and will the Titans respond? So far, they've responded with anger. It's got them a technical. Could be in trouble. Dearman hits again, ties the game up at 50 apiece. And he will get an opportunity for one more to take the lead. And he misses on the third one. A rare miss for Dearman. Now looks outside. Lana doesn't fall for him. Tipped out, and Alcindor's off running. Alcindor spin move. Lots of contact. Gets the whistle. And he'll get a chance for two. Now, I know we just said they weren't, they were playing with a bit of anger and it wasn't doing much for them. But Hayden Alcindor putting his head down and getting some work done down low, it is required. Hayden hits his first. Titans take a 1 point lead with a chance to make it two. Misses on the second one, chipped away. It will go out of bounds. Last touch, they say Titans. Hawks basketball. Here's Trey Bonnet. From the screen, goes round, drives baseline. Wild pass, but gets through, can't finish. Hawks retain, here's Ramsdale Owen, and he gets it from deep. Ramsdale Owen takes a 2 point lead. A whistle and a foul. Foul charge to, sorry, no foul, just a tip out of bounds. Last touch, Hadley. Their ball was chipped in for the Titans. Alcindor from deep. Alcindor connects. 1 point game now for the Titans. And we've got a bit of excitement. We've got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. As Trey, thinking with his head, throws it off the feet of Abdul Razak. High IQ basketball plays. Here's Atwa. Had some good minutes off the bench in the first half. Was a bit of a lightning rod. Here's Ramsdale Owen. Oh, and he goes to the bucket this time. Back-to-back buckets for Ramsdale Owen. And stolen away by Hadley. And the Hawks are making headways. Andre! Gets it to go. Andre Bonnet with his fourth dunk of the game. And a 3 point game now for the Hawks. Alcindor turns around, gets pushed out of bounds. And it will be a whistle and a foul. Ramsdale Owen will be charged on that one. Abdul Razak tries a long deuce and hits it. How's he hit that? Atwa. Guarded by Nairborn. Inside now, left him dry. Discombobulation on defense for the Titans. And Hadley capitalizes. 3 point game. Hadley tries to take it away. Abdul Razak connects. Doesn't hit the jumping floater. Last touch. Last touch, Abdul Razak. Hawks ball. Here's Atwa. Guarded by Abraham Nairborn, who's done such a good job of guarding the ball today. Atwa gets through there. Whistle. And a foul. Call for holding. Dane Carr has to take a seat after being charged with his second personal. And Jazz Singh will see the floor. The flamethrower. Atwood hits his first. Takes the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks. He'll hit the second as well. Taking it to a 5-point game. Here's Nair-ball. Abdul Razak looking for Singh. Ball switch to the zone now, trying to force outside shots, but it's Singh. And he connects with hands in his face. Jazz Singh. What a difference a week makes. Hadley, extra pass. Atwood, top of the key. And a whistle, offensive foul. Charged on Mark Lana. Moving screen. But can we just take a moment to talk about Jazz Singh? The man could not buy a bucket last week, and now he's absolute cash money. Nair-ball, inside right hand, won't get it off the glass. Hits the wall as he goes to the rim as well. So close, the rim to the wall on that side. Some may say dangerous. Nair-ball shooting 2. Misses on the first one. And hits the second. Takes the game down to 1 point. Here's Atwood. Atwood inside from the elbow. Doesn't fall. Alcindor looks to push. With Nair-ball. Singh. And Singh! Doubly bubbly, that is troubly. Jazz Singh makes them pay again from deep. And well, I don't have words. I'm at a loss for words. The Titans have taken a 2-point lead. Momentum has shifted once again. Jazz Singh has come off the bench and he means business. Do not give that man any room whatsoever because he's feeling himself now and it could be seriously issues. But the Titans, great work. The Hawks fought back into this game, taking a 3-point lead. Really charging, getting great transition steals. Getting great transition buckets from easy steals that they're getting in the passing lanes. Work from Hadley, work from Ramsdale Owen, Andre Bonnick. All 3 gentlemen really trying to put the pedal to the metal on the defensive end. But the shooting of Jazz Singh is single-handedly keeping the Titans in this game. They've got a 2-point lead right now. And it's looking dangerous. 5 on the floor for your Titans. Abdul Razak, Hayden Alcindor, Abraham Nair-ball, Jazz Singh, and last but not least, James Barden. We're going to see the Hawks maybe come out of this zone now as well due to the Titans really putting the pressure on from deep. We'll have to see what the coach draws up. Here's Atwood. Guarded by Nair-ball, picks him up full court once again. And look at the effort on defense. Ramsdale Owen kicks it out, extra pass, Atwood in the corner. Can't connect, Abdul Razak rips down the board. Great transition defence from the Hawks. Alcindor from the wing. Won't go. And a shot to the midriff of James Barden. Hadley. Maybe got an arm in there on the rebound. Just take a little look at the replay. Can't really see anything on the replay, I'm going to be honest. The official was said last touch Titans. Hold on, they've charged the foul to James Barden. Barden picks up his second personal. It looked like a fair fight for a rebound. And another technical charged against the Titans. This is 2-0 for the game. And he hits it. Dane Carr's checked in for James Barden. And he'll hit the second as well. Here's Jazz. Alcindor. Looking to push. Left hand. Doesn't fall. And another whistle. Technical foul called on Hayden Alcindor. It's the second technical of the game from the same official. And it just assumes as any time anyone opens their mouth, they're going to be teed up. So, how do we eliminate that? We stop talking. It is frustrating. Some of the calls have been frustrating. It's been frustrating for both sides, I do have to say. But Hawks have now taken a 1-point lead purely off of technical fouls. Another bit of discombobulation. Excuse me. 1:09 left to play in the third quarter with the Hawks taking charge. Lost the handle, but Atwood does pick it up. Here we go now with Damlex, who gets it taken away by Alcindor. He's putting the pressure on. Right hand goes up. Lots of contact, no whistle with no foul. Jazz Singh takes it away. Steadies himself and gets it to go. Jazz Singh, 3 for 3 from deep today and takes a 2-point lead for the Titans. Ramsdale Owen from deep, can't respond. Abdul Razak, his nair ball. Needs some support, throws it away to Ramsdale Owen. Extra pass, Atwa gets the finish off the glass. Dane Carr looks to push, slides through, gets it taken away. Nothing is being called now, it's pandemonium. 7 seconds left to shoot. Shot clock has been turned off. And a whistle and a foul. Dane Carr with some choice words for the opposition. No, Dane said something. But another trip to the foul line for the Hawks. It's turning into a little bit of a grudge match. We've got unhappy opinions on both sides.
They're fine.
Yeah, yeah. The supporters are loving it. I mean, it is entertaining viewing, I do have to admit. Let us know where you're checking in from at home. A couple of the supporters just having a few words. We'll get back into the game. tensions do rise at basketball. You know, it's a physical game. And now all that's been sorted out. 5 on the floor for the Titans. Dane Carr, Jazz Singh, Jawad Abdul-Razak, Abraham Nairbo, and last but definitely not least, Hayden Al-Sindor, as Outline misses his first. He will get one more chance to tie the game up with 2.4 left.
It's already
Finished.
tied. 4.
Sorry, the game was already tied. Dane Carr. A big foul at the end. I'm sure he was just trying to stop him from getting the shot off. Nothing crazy. But another foul and another 2 shots for the Hawks. Fouled on the shot.
It's not tying up on there, but it is right on this.
Apologies for the scoreboard. The score right now is 6-6 apiece. The connection in here is not the best today. We have reached the end of the third period. It's just a late foul and a call on Dane Carr. And I'll just have a quick look at the replay about what's happened here. There was a bit of a tussle for the rebounds. Fighting for it, both teams. And Dane Carr comes along and that's a rather large shot at the end of the quarter. To be fair, I don't think we can have any complaints about it, unfortunately. Kildasas will have his second shot. And he does make it. Andre Bonnet checks in for the Hawks, and there's 0.5 seconds left. The Hawks in a 1-point game. No time to get the shot off, really. Both players hit the deck, nothing. And the shot is waved off before the buzzer. And as we end the third period, I mean, it was an exciting third period. The Hawks have made a tremendous comeback to come back into this one. Cut the lead down, taking it away inch by inch through good defence and a bit of shot making in transition. They've taken a 1-point game. But what has let the Titans down is purely lack of discipline. That is the only reason, really, why this is the situation that it is. The lead was massive. They could have easily just nice and composed through the third quarter, but that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Tensions rise, you know. The word has escaped my mind. Tempers, there we go. Tempers start to bubble just a little bit under the surface, okay? But it's a struggle. And when you're getting down like that and you keep getting fouls against you, the frustration starts to build. And you do have to put a full stop on it and just draw a line and crack on. Because if you don't, the officials aren't going to take lightly to it. They're not going to give you any passes. And if you keep drawing down that line, you're going to keep getting paid for it. So, the Titans, let's keep that composure. We've had a great game. We're shooting well. We're defending well. Keep that composure and we will win this game. Coach Powell will surely be talking about that right now. Composure is key and composure is the necessity. As for the Hawks, let's play wind up. Let's carry it on. You know, let's play gritty, hard basketball because they'll be able to see the frustration starting to settle in with the Titans. So we'll see what the Hawks do in the fourth quarter, but this is set to be an excellent piece of viewing. 5 on the floor for the Titans, starting your fourth quarter. It is Hayden Al-Sindor. It is Chinelli. the Swiss Army. We've got Jazz Singh, the flamethrower. James Barden hitting the glass with reckless abandon. And Abdul Razak, the man with the nastiest mid-range in the business. Here we go. It's a one-point game, and we're getting you started. Jazz Singh in the corner now. Sindor tries a three. Doesn't go for him, but not too bad. Rebounded well. And the Hawks will come the other way. Here's Dearman. Dearman turned. Looks for support. A little 1-2. Chinelli guarding it. Dearman hits all air. Good defense from Chinelli. Here's Singh. Wide open. Oh, nearly. That was a heat check. That was a heat check, but we'll allow that. 3 for 4 for the game now for Jazz Singh. Here's Jacob Dearman. Hildesas. Inside, right hand, doesn't go for him. Jazz Singh on the rebound, up to Chinelli. The ball is lost out of bounds. But a whistle and a foul. Foul being charged to Jacob Dearman. The Swiss Army on the inbounds. Singh. Chinelli. Top of the key. Abdul Razak. Goes down, left hand, lovely. Floats it up and in. And the Titans take a 1-point lead. Here's Trey Bonnick. Right hand, wild. Alcindor gets it. And off we go. Turnover ball. Looking for support and finds it in Singh. Alcindor. Inside to Barden now, turns. And what a beautiful bit of work in the low post for James Barden. Titans now take a 3-point lead. Starting to create some distance. Here's Watley from deep. Doesn't fall. Jazz Singh is on the rebound. Here's Chinelli. Chinelli fights through the contact, puts it up. Doesn't fall, gets his own rebound, batters it about. And away with it comes Trey. Bonnick. And a whistle and a foul. Foul charge to Abdul Razak, and time called on the floor for the Hawks. They want to talk it over. Well, the Titans coming out firing on all cylinders. No chatting, no chirpsing. And the Avalanche could start to come down the hill if the Hawks don't shore some things up. The Titans have done well to fight out of the zone. The Hawks really now, the defense is going to be the thing that wins them this game. But Jazz Singh, he's had some brilliant minutes off the bench today. It's one of the main reasons why the Titans are doing so well. Same as Chinelli, Hayden Alcindor, Abdul Razak himself as well. Had a few buckets. Abdul Razak, he reminds me of Lance Stevenson, the way he plays. It's just, you don't really know where the ball's going to end up, but then it just ends up in the hoop, and I don't really know how. Dre's at the line, shooting 2. Misses on the first one. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties that we've had today. I know the thumbnail's wrong. This isn't Titans and Bears, this is Titans and Hawks. We've had a few problems today with the equipment, so I do apologise. But that doesn't matter. We've got a good game of basketball on our hands. Hayden Alcindor, Abdul Razak, Chinelli. That's his spot. And he connects from his spot. I've seen that somewhere on Instagram. That's a 5-point game. David. Batter shot from Dre. Does not go anywhere near for Bonnie. James Barden. Heads up. Off the glass. Batters around. Doesn't fall. Alcindor tips it away. Barden. And a whistle and a foul. Foul charge to Kildesas. It'll be his second personal. Second team foul. Misses on the first one. And misses on the second as well. That was in there though, quick style. Doesn't get it. Barden on the follow. Last touch, Barden. And it will be Hawks ball at the baseline. Here's Tim. Off the screen comes Bonnet. Outside, Watley. All air for Watley, just hits just a little bit of backboard. Chinelli looks to push. Inside, Abdul Razak stripped on his way up. And that is a tough call. I'm going to be honest there. There's been a couple of questionable decisions today, just a couple. Okay, officiating's it's a hard gig, all right? But that there, Dearman, all ball. I just got a bit unlucky. We get one. Lead extends now to 6. And it's the second as well. Taking the lead now up to 7. As we just passed the 6.5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. And the Titans a good stop here to put them in a great position. Ramsdale Owen throws the ball away to the scorer's table. Abdul Razak puts the locks on. And here we are with Jazz Singh and Chinelli. Alcindor. Abdul Razak on the elbow. Chinelli. Alcindor in the corner. Wide off the back, doesn't go. Barden gets shot again. Ramsdale Owen gets it taken away. Grand Theft Alcindor. Chinelli gets it to go from deep. Thank you very much, Swiss Army. And a 10-point lead now for the Titans. Dre Bonnick loses the handle. And Abdul Razak is coming up. Chinelli, same position. Lovely pass inside to Alcindor. Chinelli gets some bouncing, tries the reverse, doesn't fall. Battles for the rebound, and Dearman does well. Andre Bonnick dunks it down and cuts the lead back down to single digits. It's an 8-point game now. Both teams are battling. Titans offense has finally started to get some rhythm this season. Singh manoeuvring. Looks for Alcindor. Chinelli from deep. Doesn't go that time. Dearman throws it out. Kept alive. But a bit scrappy. The Hawks settle. Dearman from deep. That's a big bucket. Huge bucket from Jacob Dearman. Cuts the lead down to 5. with just under 4.5 left to play. Singh. Chinelli. Great steal from Ramsdale Owen, and he's off running. Met at the rim by Chinelli. No easy buckets. We will be shooting 2 at the line, but we will have a timeout first. The Titans want to talk it over. Well, back and forth, window wipers on the front of the car. It is absolutely ridiculous what is happening today. One team, the Titans, coming down the other end, all the momentum is with them. But then the Hawks just work so hard on defense, getting in the passing lanes, working on that scrappy play. They're gritting it out. They are gritting out this game. And then you have a big bucket from Jacob Dearman just to put some added pressure onto the Titans. It's down to a 5-point game. It is 2 possessions, and it's all up for grabs. Any shot now, any bucket, any piece of enthusiasm that you have has to be left on the floor now. And it is down to the team who wants it more. Both teams are tired. It's been a physical, grueling game. They've had to earn every bucket, every point on this floor today. So as we come out of the break, Ramsdale Owen will be shooting 2. He hits the first with a chance to pull it in a single possession. This is a big free throw for Ramsdale Owen. And he hits it. Cool as a cucumber, calm as you like. It's a 3-point game. And the Titans have a bit of pressure. Great moves from James Barden to get out of the way of that one. Dan Carr doesn't fall for him. Alcindor tries to grab the rebound. Last touch Titans. And it will be Hawks ball. Here's Hadley. Outside, Atwa just checked in. Ramsdale Owen from the corner. And Ramsdale Owen ties the game up at 77 all. And the pressure is on now for these Titans. Bad pass from Dan Carr, stolen away by Bonnick. And with a chance to take the lead, the Hawks. Ramsdale Owen in the corner, Hadley. Owen managed to get his way inside, right hand, can't get the finish, rebounding by Lana, who gets it up and in. Hawks take a 2-point lead. With 3 minutes and change left. Abdul Razak, left hand, wild shot, James Barden gets it. And the Hawks, here's Lana. Bonnick. Atwa. Back to Bonnick, who charges in. Right hand, gets the ball. For Andre Bonnick. Manoeuvres through the defense, gets a bit of contact, finishes strong. Gets an opportunity for one more at the line. With a chance to make it a 5-point game, Dre Bonnick in the driver's seat. And he hits it. 2-possession game, and time is now running out for the Titans. Alcindor. Dan Carr. Doesn't go. Barden on the follow. Doesn't fall again for Airball. Barden, another offensive rebound. Abdul Razak Can't connect. Ripped down by Hadley. Atwa. Bonnick gets it. Whistle and a foul. And one for Andre Bonnick once again. He's turned up. Time called on the floor for the Titans. As Andre Bonnick gets back-to-back and one opportunities. Completes the first one. He'll have a chance for one more when we come back, but a 7-point game now for the Hawks. And how the turns have tabled. There's 2 minutes left to play.
I've got 84.
84.
They've not put that past me yet.
But wow, what can be said? Anything just from the Hawks. What has turned out? That timeout that the Titans took, that was meant to bring them back some composure, has lit a fire under this Hawks team. And the difference from the first moments of this fourth period to now, it was all Titans. Now it is all Hawks. The momentum in the building has completely shifted. The shots aren't falling as much for the Titans, but the Hawks are coming clutch. This is clutch basketball right now. And to come down from the deficit, double digits, down to single, another single-digit deficit again, to then come back and be 7 points up with just 2 minutes to go is so impressive. And tremendous effort. Can they close this game out? And Bonnick hits again. It's an 8-point game. And the Titans desperately need a bucket. Gang Carr in and out. And another whistle. It'll remain Titans ball. But an 8-point game and a very important possession for the Titans. Chinelli. Looking for someone, great denial from the Hawks is Singh. Lovely trap, nowhere to go. 3 seconds. A great trap from the Hawks just under the rim. Jazz Singh had nowhere to go. One minute and change left in this game. Atwa, guarded by Singh. Excuse me, Hadley. Atwa goes inside, left hand, finish. Dancing his way to the rim. Abdul can't keep the handle. Atwa. And Chinelli takes it away. Great work one-on-one. Fantastic defense. And a good bit of denial. 5 seconds. Hadley. Titans with great pressure. 1 and 10. It's down to a 7-point game once again. Anything can happen. Dre Bonnick. Nearly has it taken, but Keith Cole inside. Inside from Lana. And a great find from Atla too. Alcindor. Quite something fancy. Dre Bonnick couldn't get the dunk. Abdul Razak, hop step, won't fall. And now the Hawks will take their time with this one. With 20 seconds left. Chinelli. And the ball is lost out of bounds. Time called on the floor. The Hawks want to talk it over, but it's a 9-point game with 18 seconds to go. I'm at a loss for words. The fourth quarter. What can we say about it? Obviously, the game's not over, but it's pretty much said and done now. The Titans worked so hard to get into the game. The offense was flowing. They had rhythm. They were dancing on the team. Everyone was feeling themselves. And then the Hawks, Matumbo finger wagged in their face and said, no, no, no. We've got this one. But some great performances from the Titans, and they let this one slip. I think this game was lost at the free throw line today. As much as we've had this back and forth in this final quarter, in this final period, it has been lost at the free throw line. Too many sloppy, tic-tacky fouls, playing defense with your hands, letting stuff affect the mental, not keeping composure with regards to officials and everything like that. That has been the point. They've lost by 9 points as it stands. If you see out this last possession with Bonnet. But the Hawks, they kept their heads, they kept their mental, and they clawed their way back into this game. They fully deserve it. They played exceptionally well towards the second half of that fourth quarter. They really, really deserve it. Congratulations to them, because they put on a show. They put on a show. They put some effort in. Andre Bonnick, 5 dunks today. Always lovely to see. But no, the defense getting in the passing lanes, not settling for a loss. That's what they did today. They wanted it more. They wanted it. They came with that fire. They came with that energy. And from going down on big deficits throughout the entire game, they never let it affect them. They never let it get them down or heads drop. And they fought back into this game and showed great resolve. So congratulations to the Hawks today. Brilliant, brilliant work. As for the Titans, the game was lost from the line. And I think they can go away from this game knowing that if they'd just kept a little bit more composure in regards to a little bit of ticky-tack fouls and talking to officials and stuff like that, they could have won this game. Because the ball that was played on the floor today was brilliant. And it's the best they've looked for a long time. That goes without saying. This is the best they've looked. Great individual performances today for Jazz Singh, Chinelli. It wasn't meant to be, but I think, as I said earlier, it's the best they've looked. The offense had flow, it had rhythm, the defense had energy, it had hustle, but composure was what lost it today. But I want to say thank you very much for everybody who tuned in. I know there's been a ton of technical issues today, so I do apologise. I'll very much try and get them sorted out whenever we come and do this again here at Northamptonshire. But I do apologise. I wanted to say a big thank you. This is the last. This is the last game. Sorry, I'm just going to. It's going to be a bit of a weird angle, but I'll just come and speak to you. I've been stood up. I haven't had a seat the entire game, so it's been huge. So this is the last game. So I just want to say a massive thank you. One to the Titans for having me, and then the second thing to you guys for watching. I appreciate you coming through. If you didn't watch, I won't be able to come and do it. And I love doing this. It's brilliant. The passion's here. The love is here. It would have been nice to get a win today, but it wasn't meant to be, right? So I want to say a big thank you to yourselves, to Titans, to the players who've kept up with me, giving them nicknames and shouting their names to the sidelines during a game when there's not many people in the room. It's quite quiet and quite loud at the same time. But no, I want to say a big thank you, and I've loved it, and thank you for having me. So, peace. Hopefully see you again. We'll get this going for next season, coming with a bit more fire, and we'll get into it. Thank you very, very much. I've been Gammon, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.